Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Friday podcast with Elizabeth Ann Atkins. That's me, and Joanie Lindenmeyer. We are here every Friday to talk about everything you need to know to write, publish, and promote an amazing book. We are so excited that you're here because we have a very special announcement. Joanie, welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Hi,
You're
happy day to you, Elizabeth. How are you this beautiful day?
really great, really great. I forgot to turn on my light, so here we are. I hope my lighting is okay. And I'm
You look
really
fabulous and the lighting looks great.
okay. Thank you. Thank you. And you look so colorful. I love that you have the banner up because that's what we're going to be talking about today. Healing Religious Hurts, Stories and Tips to Find Love and Peace, written by Elizabeth Ann Atkins and Joanie Lindenmeyer. This is our second collaboration this year. The first book was Joyously Free, Stories and Tips to Live Your Truth as LGBTQ plus people, parents, and allies. And so, Joanie, how are you feeling on the eve of our book release?
Oh, I am so thrilled and so excited. And I know you use a term, you just get the chills from head to toe. And I think I have those chills just internally as well as externally. And I get emotional. I think that what we put into this book and what it can do for people is so powerful and profound. And I think it's going to just take people on a journey where they can just keep searching. Isn't that what life is all about? To
Yeah.
keep searching for the meaning and the purpose and the healing. Okay, here I am rambling. I am excited. I am
Oh,
excited.
good. It's not rambling, it is exciting. First of all, it's a 300-page book. And so that's huge. We have 17 contributors from across America who courageously shared their own stories about making peace with religion, finding their own way, and a very, very diverse range of experiences and perspectives. So that's a very enriching contribution to the book. And then you and I both share our perspectives. And I especially love chapter 2, which is about sexism in religion, which sets me off like enraged. I just don't get me started right now, but it's in the book. I was able to express it there. We also talk about religious hypocrisy. We talk about the business of religion, and we cover so many topics. So, Joni, can you talk about why it's so important that we had such a broad scope of content?
Well, I think it really comes from all the conversations that I've had since None Better was produced and toured around. And everywhere I went, people would share their experiences or questions or thoughts or insights about, well, Joni, are you still Catholic? Are you still religious? Are you still spiritual? And what that would lead to was I would share my answers, and which is, yes, I'm very spiritual. Yes, I'm very connected to the Lord, and that is my life 24/7. And when I would share that, I would say, how about you? And out of their mouths, out of their heart would come these fears, anxieties, frustrations, shames, guilt, all of that put together about their own personal experiences of growing up with a family that was in a real strict cultured religion basis. And when they got older, they didn't want to be a part of that. Or maybe they wanted to be healed from something that a religious leader did to them personally. So all of these stories hit my heart so hard, Elizabeth. I shouldn't say hard, deep. Those stories from people hit my heart so deeply. It was like I needed to go to prayer. I needed to find where's the healing, the peace, and the love in that. And so together, we were on this journey together when I would meet these people at Pride or at a book event or in the grocery store or at the gas station. It didn't matter, but to be on a journey with them for that 1 minute, 10 minutes, or some led to multiple friendships. And it's just really, really powerful where it took off. So to be on this journey of searching for that love and peace you're not alone when you do that, and you're never alone. And my belief is that God, spirit, whatever name you want to put on a higher power, um, will take care of you.
I
Will
love that.
absolutely take care of you. And
Yeah.
hasn't that happened in your life?
All the time, all the time. I stay in a spirit of gratitude all day long, and I look at how protected me and my family have are always. And you can count your blessings with stuff that did happen, but you can also count your blessings for things that did not happen.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
it's all about creating a mindset shift that helps you feel better all day, because that's really what it's all about. And spirit, God, the divine is supposed to be a source of comfort, but for too many people, it's a source of pain. I recently read this amazing article about the droves and droves of people who are leaving organized religion and finding their own way. They're forming their own spiritual groups. They're doing offshoots that sort of create a mosaic of all their
Mm.
different things they've experienced. Like for me, I love Jesus, but I also have Hindu gods on my desk.
Mhm,
I
mhm,
mean, little
mhm.
figurines from my meditation teacher, who's Hari Krishna. My other meditation teacher's Jewish. And I have lots of friends who are Jewish, and I've learned different aspects of Jewish culture. So I am a beautiful blend of all these things that become part of my daily spiritual practice. And it's unlike anybody else. It's for me. And that's the message of the book. We all have the power to decide what we want, how we want it in relation to spirit, God, Jesus, universe, higher self, however you define it.
Yes. Oh, well said. Well said. And I'm so happy for you that you have found where to find your spiritual direction and your spiritual oneness. And you said a word, relation. It's in relation to. I think that's the whole key, relationship. So when you actually have a relationship with your Jesus, your God, your spirits, your whomever, that relationship is as powerful as you and I are talking right now. It's the same excitement that I have with my blood family and my surrogate family and my found family and all of that put together. But it's relationship. I loved how you said that, because that's what it really comes down to,
Hmm, hmm.
is relationship. Yep.
Yes.
And speaking of all that is, I yesterday I made my own soundtrack of healing religious hurts music. And so I've been playing that for the last two days, I guess. And I must have about 50 songs in there, which I consider are my top healing religious hurts songs. And so some
Oh,
are prayerful from Catholic stuff, some are from Jewish stuff, some are from just common songs that we hear every day or have heard in the last 20 years on radio by favorite artists. But it gets to the heart, it gets to the spirit of everything. And
hmm.
so, and that's what's in our book. And so I'm so excited that the book is coming out. You just sent me my information that my books will be arriving at my house next Thursday. I
Yeah.
have just cleared away the living room, so I'm ready for these boxes of books to come in. And I wish you could be here, because when the FedEx or the UPS person drives up, they bring in this big cart on a roller with all the books. And I will
Oh,
be sweating bullets of joy as this happens. And Gail, I know you're probably listening because you were here when Nun Better books arrived. But when the Healing Religious Hurts books get on the truck and arrive into Brookings, Oregon, I just know the vibes will be flowing and flying out of that truck. It's going to hit my gravel driveway and into it goes, and going to bring them into the house. And from there, it's like, we're ready for the events. We're ready for
oh.
all the events. Oh, and I'm just, like you said, gratitude, blessed, thankful, happy.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And celebration. So, anybody, if you are in Southern Oregon or the coast of Oregon, listen up. Joanie, do you want to talk about your launch in Brookings?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. October 1. It's a Tuesday from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock at the Wild River Pizza Restaurant, right on the highway in Harbor, not quite across the bridge from Brookings. It's a 25-minute jaunt from Crescent City. It's a 25-minute jaunt from Gold Beach. We're right in the middle. Cody Miller, thank you, Cody Miller. We have the downstairs room booked. We will have half of the actual restaurant place booked as well. And so we will have tables set up. Doris is making all homemade cookies, 4 different varieties. I've got live music coming from Cisco and Gary. I have raffle prizes. We will have flowers and decorations and good vibes. We're going to have people that are in the book actually give a little talk. And so it's going to be a combination of selling the books, autographing the books, having a little talk by Joanie, doing a little read from Healing Religious Hurts, and then our guest presenters. And so it's going to be a party. It's going to be a celebration. I'm so excited. And it's our community place. This is where everybody can come. Everybody feels welcome. Everybody.
I love that, Joanie. And then a few days later, on Thursday, October 3rd, in Talent, Oregon, which is near Ashland, we will be at Pascal Winery and Vineyard from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's a Thursday evening, and that is going to be the book launch together with me, my sister Catherine, and Joanie and friends, where the public is welcome to come and get autographed copies of our book. So that is the official launch party for Healing Religious Hurts. You can meet all of us. It's going to be amazing, and it's a gorgeous setting. It's where Joanie had her launch party for Nun Better. But now we pretty much are going to be offering a library. Joanie are you going to have are you going to have Nun Better there?
Oh, absolutely. We'll have None Better, Joyously Free. All the books are going to be there.
And
Absolutely.
I will also have my new goddess books, which are
Whoa.
I have book 1, which came out in August, The Bis Tribe, where you activate your goddess power. And I will also have my second book, The Bis Tribe, book 2, where you activate your goddess pleasure. And so it's
Ooh.
really interesting how the themes of healing religious hurts are so relevant to my goddess power life mission, because the rules that oppress women, that women's empowerment in my messages, in my books, I'm teaching women how to break out of the guilt, shame, and fear that we've been taught since we were little girls. That conditioning, Joanie, is rooted in religion. It's rooted
Yes.
in the sexism and oppression and misogyny of religion. And so it's all connected. And I feel so passionate. That's the nice word about it, about sharing this message with women. Whenever I raise it to one person or a group of women, they're like, oh, yeah. And they just start, it's an explosion. Just like you
Yes.
at Pride, people talking to you about religion. And so this whole library that you and I are offering to people provides such a liberating experience through the
Yes.
pages of books. People
Yes.
can read them. We literally give people permission on so many levels. My books give women permission to be who they are authentically and rock their power in power, pleasure, prosperity, protection, and peace. That's the series. Your books give people permission to come out, live out, be loud and proud, celebrate who they are authentically. Healing Religious Hurts gives people permission to say, I don't need a religious institution to tell me how to pray or connect with God, Jesus, Spirit, universe, higher self. I can figure it out for myself. Our book gives people permission. Joyously Free absolutely does that. And it's a how-to book on how to be out and proud and courageous and confident, or as an ally or an advocate, and also a parent. So we're literally giving people golden tickets to freedom, Joanie, freedom in
Yes.
mind, body, and
Yes.
spirit.
Yes. Yes. And I'm going to come back to, there's so many beautiful faith leaders and faith community people in their churches, in their synagogues, in their temples that bring all this together. And whether you call it a BIS tribe or a faith community, it's all the same because we're in there on the journey together. And that comes back to that relationship. And you're right, love, passion. You use that word passion. That is absolutely it. And it's immense. It is immense. You like that word immense? I'm going to throw out another word that you use all the time ever since None Better: bliss. It is bliss to be able to just share our lives together. Yeah, I am too. I am thrilled and excited, and I am blown away by the synchronicities. Your book cover color. Oh boy, that's hard to say.
Yes,
Is
right.
purple. Okay, Healing
Right.
Religious Hurts
Yes.
is purple. Look at this,
Yes.
everybody. This was not planned. This
No.
just happened.
Right.
This just happened.
Right.
And okay, you're going to turn it around. Well, I'll turn this one around because then we have that. And you're right. They collide. They all intersect. Everything that we have shared from our raw hearts and guts just continue to move on and to inspire others in all those things you talked about. And it's not just words. Everybody out there, even though the books are words, they're action. They're action of how to live. It's not like we sit and write this book and, oh, that's it. No, we are living this. We
Uh-huh.
are living that freedom. We are living that confidence, and that inspires everything else that we do. I have had so many people, including Father Bernie Lindley. And every single time I see him, he goes, Joanie, you bring out the best in me. You have inspired me to be more and to be better. And that's what we do, Elizabeth. And it's not like we plan it. It's just that's who we are. And that turns into our mission. Does
Mhm.
that make sense? Does that
Yeah,
make
it's
sense?
amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Okay, high
So,
10. High 10 to you. High 10. And let's
woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
share that with everybody out there. Put your hands up. It's a high 10 moment for everyone.
Yes, 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 yes. It is
Yes. Yes.
amazing. So if
Yes.
you are in Southern Oregon or any part of Oregon or Northern California, please, we'll put the information here. Please come to our book launch. It's going to be spectacular. Thursday, October 3rd from 5 to 7 p.m., Pascal Winery and Vineyard in Talent, Oregon. Gorgeous place, beautiful room that we'll be in. And then stick around for Saturday because it's Pride in Ashland, Oregon, and we will have a booth with all of our books, and it's going to be spectacular. And Healing Religious Hurts has a special chapter for LGBTQ plus people talking about the hurt and healing that is specific to people who are queer, and religion has been notorious in scorn, rejection, trauma to people who are queer. So, Joni, any thoughts about how the books relate to pride?
Oh, absolutely. And it comes back to the questions that I get asked all the time. Can LGBTQ people be spiritual? And then the bottom line is yes. And you can belong to a church or not a church, to a synagogue or not a synagogue, to a temple or not a temple. But
Mhm.
it's inside. It's being who you are. And I
Mhm.
think that is the most important thing, is to come out to yourself honestly, and honestly. Be who you are. Quit hiding.
Right.
Quit all those negative, fearful things you're thinking. Oh, well, my parents won't understand, or my job won't get it, or my business will fall apart if I come out. No, everything will expand and exponentially go ballistic when you come out, when your true
Yes.
self comes out.
Uh-huh.
And that just reminds me, on Pride Day, which is from 11 to 2 or 3 in Ashland at Lithia Park, that morning. Excuse me, let me back up. There's another event on October 3rd, where the same day as Pascal Winery. And I'm not sure of Elizabeth's schedule, but on KSKQ Radio Ashland, I will be live with Renee. I hope Elizabeth will be there or we'll hook her up by phone or something for that radio interview on October 3rd. So then Pride on the 5th. On the night of Pride, I've been asked to guest speak at the UCC church in Ashland. And that'll be a combination of Nun Better, Joyously Free, and Healing Religious Hurts. So if some people don't feel comfortable going to a Pride, for whatever the reason, come to the UCC church, which is all inclusive, all welcoming, and come to that place. Okay. It doesn't matter where we meet, but it's a matter of just getting there, meeting new friends, making new connections. So
Hmm.
that's just the start of stuff.
I love that. That's amazing.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it just hit me that in the Biz Tribe, you go on a retreat with 22 women, and two
Which
of the
is
women
so
are
cool.
lesbians.
Hang on, which is so cool. I'm on page 55, I think it is. It's
Oh,
phenomenal. It's
oh,
phenomenal. Couldn't put the book down. I finally had to say, Joni, go to bed. It was like,
oh.
it's so cool how you interact, how you describe, how you're on this journey with these other people. It's phenomenal. And I felt so important. So
Uh-huh.
I'm a part on that journey too. Okay, I'll be quiet. You go for it.
No, I'm so grateful for your feedback and that you love it because I just wrote it from my heart and soul, and I just told it like I think people can be receiving and benefiting. But two of the women of the 22 are lesbians. One is a retired WNBA player, and the other is a woman who comes out later in life. She's 61 and she was married to a man and followed her family's expectations. And then several of the other women are either bisexual or polyamorous. And so I address that here, but it's not like it's just like you learn these things about the people through meeting them. Like Joni, you said it was like when you meet a new friend, you learn things along the way. It's not like one big information dump about
Right,
who am I, right? So it's
right.
really cool because I'm showing, not telling, and I'm normalizing it. The people you meet in a group may be gay. And so it's really powerful. We've got all these different messages, Joni, that can help so many people. And to all of you writers out there, please take note of what we're doing. We are taking our personal passions to teach people based on our life experiences and lessons and putting them into books, sharing them at events, and changing the world one person at a time, one book at a time.
Exactly. Exactly. So I think we're missing one ingredient of this day.
What?
What do I always have?
A prop.
Trot. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a prop that was given to me by Joyce and Scott. Joyce's brother was a Catholic priest, Lenny. And Lenny was the priest when I was, oh boy, when I was a sister, when I was a nun in St. Patrick's, Pasco, Washington. Well, this is symbolic of the power of healing religious hurts and Joyously Free and the Bis Tribe and Nun Better because he wore this during celebrations of weddings, masses, funerals, baptisms, sacraments, just being with people. It is a holy piece of cloth. It's called a stole. And I was given this because as an ordained minister, I had the privilege of marrying my nephew Will to Brittany this last Saturday. And so this stole is a
Oh,
symbolic,
oh,
a
that's
symbolic
beautiful.
piece of cloth that represents all of us.
Oh,
Represents all of us, all colors, all ethnicities, all cultures,
hmm.
all sexual identities, sexual orientations, all ages. It represents everybody in the world and the connection with a higher power. And
That's
so I
beautiful,
wanted to say,
Joni.
yes, this is our prop. This is where our books are coming from. This is the journey we get to share and share hugs when we sell and autograph the books. And that
Mm.
book that you'll receive in your hand will be as precious as this stole. Think of the most precious object you own, not a person, not yourself, but something that is very valuable to you. It may be a crystal. It may be a tree in your yard. It may be, I don't know, some china. I don't know what it may be for you. But remember that you are precious, because that's what this is.
Mm.
Everybody is precious. And that leads me to the next part that just says there are so,
Joanie, for those who are listening and not seeing the video and don't know what a stole is, can
yes,
you describe what it is that you're holding?
yes, yes, yes. It is a piece of cloth that wraps around a person's neck and down their front over their heart. And that's what it is. It's over their heart. And so this happened to be one that is colorful. There's purple, magenta, green, orange, white, brown, yellow, green, black. Um, and it's all just very symbolic. There's a cross on it. And that cross doesn't represent Christianity as much as it just represents connections to suffering, because we all go through pains. That's what Healing Religious Hurts is about. We talk about the pains, okay? But that there's joy in it, because together we are the colors. Together we are the harmony. Together we are the love that can circulate around the world and be with people when they have hard times. And I think we all know people that have had hard times and difficult times and challenging times. And Elizabeth shares that in her Biz tribe. Oh my gosh, she gets personal, you guys. Everybody, she shares her heart in her book. And she talks about how she turned that pain into something else called power, called peace. And that's what it's about. And I tell you, I am so blessed to have Elizabeth as a friend. It's just incredible, because she has gone through so much. And I constantly have to remind myself that, yes, she is so fragile, and yet she's so joyful and hopeful. All of that put together. She's been through so much. And all of you listening, you have been through so much too. And we need to cry with each other, and we need to smile with each other, and put our arms around each other and give each other hugs and kisses. And we just need to continue to spread that love. So, anyways,
Oh,
I hope,
so
do you want to
beautiful.
describe anything more? Thank you.
No, because when you first told me you got a stole with special meaning for the wedding last weekend, I didn't know what a stole was. So I'm grateful that you are showing us and describing what it is. It's about maybe 2 inches wide. It's just a strip of power, and it's got like tassels on the end, and it's just beautiful. It looks like it's woven with yarn.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yes. And I don't know where it was made. I'm going to guess Guatemala or Mexico, or, and this is almost like Judaism, Jewish, when they used to have the tassels on their, I don't know what they call their cassocks or albs back
Hmm.
in Jesus's time as well.
Hmm. Beautiful, Joni. There was a next part you were going to describe about it before I asked you to describe it. So was there more?
I don't think so. Did you
Oh,
notice anything that I should have described? And thank you for
no.
reminding me of that. I forget that sometimes people are listening, not watching, and or they don't have the gift of sight. And again, I just need to be grateful for my gift of sight and my gift of hearing, my gift of listening.
Hmm. Yeah, that's beautiful. So everybody, please join us at our events. They're going to be spectacular. I'm going to put all the information here so you can learn more. And they're also listed at twosisterswriting.com on the Healing Religious Hurts page for events, and Joni's page for events as well. So we are so excited. If you're a writer, please again take some motivation and inspiration from us about the mission behind book writing, and also the excitement of launching and actually
Yes.
touching people's lives. So Joni's talked about people who've read her books. Um, she just talked about reading my new The Biz Tribe book
Yes.
about goddess power. And so that's the magic too, when you hear people's responses, because when you're writing, you're all by yourself. You don't know how people will react. And so that's just the extra icing on the cake of writing a book. So anything you'd like to
Mm-hmm.
add to conclude, Joni?
I think the biggest thing is that um, these launches are really, really celebratory for all of us. And so please support and join, and let's make it a big fun event. And it's not just in Southern Oregon. I know other events will be happening elsewhere, and they're posted and listed on our events as well. And or you get a hold of me or you get a hold of Elizabeth and say, when are you going to be in my neighborhood, so to speak? And if
Yeah.
not, guess what? There is wonderful Zoom that can always happen as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So you can also get your book now for pre-order at twosisterswriting.com for Healing Religious Hurts. And it's also available for pre-order on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and everywhere that you buy books online, hardcover, paperback, and ebook.
Yes.
So
Yes.
exciting. All right, Joni, congratulations. We did it again. This is going to be amazing. I will see you in less than 2 weeks.
Woohoo!
And yeah, our event is 2 weeks ago last night, 2 weeks from last night. So that's very exciting. And everybody, please spread the word. Please subscribe to the channel and share this with anybody you think it can inspire, as well as give us a thumbs up to like the video. And we'd love to hear any comments or questions that you have. So leave them here, please. And we will see you next week for another version of this podcast where Joanie and I share everything you need to know to write, publish, and promote a best-selling book that can touch lives around the world. All right. You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
You're
Everybody have a beautiful day, and just give it all you got every day to
all
the
right.
max.
Thanks, Joanie. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins with Joanie Lindenmeyer here at Two Sisters Writing and Publishing. We wish you happy reading and happy writing.
You bet. Love you lots. Big hugs to everybody. Bye.